Hey, everybody. I'm super excited to be here. Also, I started 1 minute early because I was so lit and just happy today that I was like, you know what? I'm going to be ahead of schedule. Tonight, we are talking about turning pain into power, alchemizing what holds you back. And I'm hoping that, you can't hear the fan, but let me know if you can hear the fan. I have this ginormous fan right here blowing on me right now because I love all this wind. But does it sound like I'm in a tunnel? If it does, you just let me know. Um, and also, there is a giant portal that opens tomorrow. So the 28th, it's the 828 portal, but the energy has already started today. And the planets are about to start aligning in a massive way for generating wealth. But it's also a time for you to turn inward. So I don't know if anybody saw my post for today. I gave some reflection questions, and tomorrow we're actually going to be doing a manifestation like mini workshop with journaling and a journey, like a meditation quest to help remove money blocks, which I'm really excited about. I know folks have been just like asking for it. um, and it's going to be great. It's been going up a lot, and the best part of it is Z School for the Gifted falls on a Thursday, which is Jupiter Day. The 828 portal literally falls on a Thursday, so it's like if you are not doing wealth manifestation or healing or putting yourself out there for the 828 portal, you're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. Hi, Elle. How's it going? It's so great to see you. And also, do let me know your vibe right now. This shift, there's a lot going on. There's also past energy coming back again as as the planets begin to shift and do all the things. A lot of them are going to be distractions, temptations, people just picking up on your energy, elevating. So let me know in the chat, like, how is your energy today? I know some of you from yesterday were saying that you felt super tired. But you're also clearing out energy. So if you haven't done your clearing, your cleansing, your protection, which we talked about, please make sure you do it. You need to do it right now. And I'm going to ask now that there's more people in here, can you hear my fan? Can you hear my fan? I found that there's a higher setting. I was turning it incorrectly. Like I was like blasting past it. Like, sometimes fans are like low, a little higher, higher, and higher. Yeah. Well, I thought it was like, I thought it was like that, but it was like super high, the thing, opposite. Because I didn't care to look behind the fan. It's cool. But let me know in the chat if you are experiencing any sort of shifts in your energy right now. It's also still fast manifestation time through September. So do not slack on your scripting. Don't slack on your spiritual practices every single day. Make sure that you have your altar. It is cleaned. There should be a candle on there. There should be your ancestor stuff. You should be burning ancestor money. You should be doing your workings. You should be sweeping your house. We're almost coming up to September 1st, so make sure you're blowing cinnamon, burning cinnamon, doing all the things that are going to help you. Feeling so drained, and yeah, I plan on cleaning my place, but I can't do that until I get money on Friday. Too many negative, low vibrational energy is pulled onto me today. Yeah, there's a lot of weird energy around. As long as you can do the other stuff too. I don't know if you have old things that you need to get rid of. Make sure you're getting rid of that stuff too. Also old contacts, old documents, just like you would in a retrograde. Get rid of old stuff, old photos, old videos. If you look at a video, if you're a content creator and you look at a video and you're like, I'm not trying to post this, this feels like my old life, why is it still in your phone? That sort of stuff. Clear it all out so this new wealth energy can come in and new downloads can come in, because there's a lot of things going on. I know folks, like literally yesterday, like my energy was so backwards. I was like, oh, this is intriguing. And then like 3 people from the past messaged me, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me. It was the same time last year, and y'all know how I get. I'm like, I'm about to cut all these cords now. No, I don't hear a fan at all. We Oh, you can hear me perfect. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. It's hella loud for me, so that's good to know. I was feeling my emotions this early afternoon, and now I'm getting ready to film some fun videos. Yay! I'm still expanding and just going with the flow. Keep going with the flow. Ride the waves of emotions right now and just creating. By the way, Elle has like the cutest puppets. The cutest puppets are so fun. Elle has such a fun fairy energy, and when you showed that picture, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I stay away from people. Good. But the 2 energies I was referring to are my adult children. Oh, sometimes that happens. I love your glasses. Thank you. I really needed to put them back on. I have been tired like at nighttime the last couple of days, but I realized that I like earlier in the rising, I'll do like some cacao, and every once in a while I'll add coffee into it, but I don't drink the whole thing sometimes. And so I had one of the nights thought that I had just regular cacao, but it was actually coffee, and then I was up all night. And ever since then, I've been so tired and my eyes were straining. And then my eyes started to get super red, so I put my glasses on. But I love them. They're one of my favorites. They're Tiffany. My emotions are all over the place, and I'm just ready to be away from everything and everybody. What are your grounding practices right now? Yes, I'm cleaning, clearing. Good. I'm excited for you. And just a reminder, everybody, we're going over money manifestation tomorrow in Z School for the Gifted, and we're going to remove any money blocks. So if you feel like you really want to improve your frequency of money and also have your spiritual questions answered in class, I would definitely book your spot for tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific. And I'm going to guide you through everything. I'm also going to have journal questions for you to do for the following day so that you can keep it. And you can be in the group chat after that as well. That's what was really putting on my energy. Oh, it's so funny that you mentioned that. Yeah, I got rid of a lot of things that need to be thrown out. Yeah, it's like the energy is creeping back as the alignment's coming in, because we're like, if the collective can stay on these consistent leaps, it's gonna pay off so much. Like so much. Like, don't talk to these people, don't engage with these people, delete them. Like literally I was staring at my phone, like deleting stuff, and then my ancestors started deleting things, and I was like, if they gotta go, they gotta go. I'm like, they gotta go. And I just saw someone's message and was like, you are out of your mind. No, absolutely not. Swipe, delete, not swipe on an app, you know what I mean? But like, oh, I was on an app, but not a dating app. Oh my gosh, Z, thank you. Emma posts with them also. It's like doing stuff, lots of stuff, experimenting and seeing what works and just rolling with it. I love that. You're an artist. You gotta like do that freedom of expression, because you have to like be dynamic. People need dynamic. People don't need boring people. How many times, I'm gonna tell this again. So many people in my lifetime told me that I could not run my business the way I am running my business today. So many people told me to not do it this way. And I was like, I'm just going to alchemize what you say. Like, I understand, but you can't really tell an artist to not express themselves. And also you can't tell people who like to manifest things to not manifest a life where they can be multi-talented, you know? My pleasure. I'm glad that I was able to let you know that we can hear you clearly. Yeah, I appreciate it. I go outside and I put my feet on the grass in the front yard in front of my apartment, and I often go to this big giant corn tree that's in front of me. Ooh, corn. Interesting. That's very ancestral. I also do meditation when I'm able to focus. I love that. You should probably, can you do meditation every day? Because the meditation is going to help you focus. And it just like will be great for right now. Have you been to Z School for the Gifted? You should definitely come if you haven't already. I have another question. I have so many questions for you. Do you happen to work with like Ogun or any Orishas like that? I'm curious why you're called to that acorn tree. The other day I didn't look at the sun. The only thing I did was set my plant outside to get sunshine and I went back in. Yeah, sometimes the energy can be a little bit heavy. It's been very up and down. Like honestly, I haven't seen energy like this ever. Ever. Like usually you can feel the portals and there's like these gaps in between them, but this is like this year in general, I've never seen so many strong astrological events that are back to back to back and are just tied together. Like it feels like they're tied together. Almost like you don't even have a break in between. Like you're just like full ass on the train, hoping that everything's going to work out. And you just got to keep having fun. You have to keep manifesting and listening to your guidance and, trusting in your own abilities as well. I'm going to keep posting because this is what I feel is so aligned with me right now. Good. And do the scripting. I also talked to my financial advisor. I have a small cushion and I'm thinking to rent out my place soon too. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's huge because we were just talking about, literally talking about finances, leaning into what feels best for you so that way you can continue your creative crafts, your creative, I don't even know what the second one, your creations. I'm so excited for you. A lot of people, you'd be surprised, are not willing to create some sort of like a safety net for themselves if they want to go after their dreams. And I will say there's been times in my life where it was like I really wanted to take the leap, but I also knew I needed to feed myself. And there's a lot of lessons in facing what financial situation that you are in and trusting that you're going to be able to create income. And sometimes the plan is the most important thing. Like, we've talked about spirit loves helping you when you decide on what you want to do. It's like, what career do you want or careers do you want? What lifestyle? How are you going to treat your money? Are you actually going to invest your money? Are you going to have a plan for your money? Like all these things. The universe loves plans and actions and stuff like that. So I'm so proud of you, Elle. That's super exciting. It's super exciting. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Is it Tiona or Tiana? Said that about putting her feet on the ground in the grass front yard because I've been thinking about that, but I overthought it. I'll definitely put your feet in the ground in the grass in this freaking intense energy wise right now. Yeah, make sure you're doing a lot of shielding too. Shield your energy. You need nature in order to alchemize what's happening. Like I've been running a lot, doing my yoga, going to the beach, like just fully cleansing everything. I woke up super early today and I'm going to continue to wake up early, watching the sunrise, like being with the universe in nature is what you need right now. And being with people who love you, like people who genuinely care for you, help you also realize that life is so much better than maybe the energy that you might be picking up on or people pulling on your energy. So when you surround yourself with good community, it's impossible sometimes to like feel the same pull because the positivity outweighs a lot of the heavy frequencies. And I know that in the beginning of my journey, it was so like I couldn't like when you're in that weird stage of manifesting things for your life and you're starting your business or shifting and doing these things, like when you don't have a community that's grounded and rooted and like in their magic, it's very challenging to feel rooted in your own life because you don't have a lot of examples of it and you don't have a lot of people to talk to. But when you have a community that may be experiencing the same thing, but they're actively working towards grounding themselves or actively ascending and being in their creative energy, it's so much easier because everybody's cheering you on and being positive because they're positive. Like it makes it so much easier. Than you're like, oh, that was way easier than I thought. Clearly we're all going to be okay. I have 3 more items left that I said I will get rid of once it got dark tonight, but a long time coming for me. I mean, very dysfunctional family, abusive mother, dark high. Yeah. Hi, Megan. How are you? Megan, how are you doing with this energy? She's dark high reason. I have some items that she had gifted me and have to get rid of everything. Also, a couple items on my ex. So yeah. Get rid of those. Can you get rid of them today? What time is it? Put them in the trash bag. To be honest with you, I really have to be ill because you can't heal where you've gotten sick at. Yeah, I'm ready to. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. I'm planning to leave and live in a different country, different culture. Oh my gosh, I love that. I just moved to a new country. What country are you wanting to move to? This is confirmation for you. Get out of there. I just need guidance. Sometimes I admit that. Yeah, you're welcome to join our community. You're totally welcome if ever you need guidance or support or like some allies, some amazing allies. Everybody's really loving, so loving. I have a very unique spiritual connection with a lot of different issues, and it's kind of hard to explain. It's not that hard to explain. I'm a spiritual teacher, so I fully understand what you're saying. You're doing a good job of explaining it. I mean, I would just recommend being with people who have either shifted out of that energy already, like myself, or again, like being around people who are shifting with you, because doing it, I don't know what kind of community you have right now, but like the more we focus on a lot of the ties in the past, the easier it is to stay there. Budgeting is making more sense to me now too. I think it's funny on one hand, but it clicks now. Community is definitely important. With this last week, I've shifted and expanded more and more. Yes, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that budgeting makes so much sense. I love budgeting. And when we did the budget in Magic to Market, I was like, this is so fun. But there's always people in the beginning who are like, not saying it was you, but some people are like, I don't like, and it's like, do you not like money? Do you not like freedom? Do you not like all these fun things? But most of the time, it's hard to like something that you don't understand. That's why change is so hard, because people don't understand what's going to happen. You don't know how it all fits together, but you have to move through the emotion so you can actually get what you want. But you can't avoid the one energy that's actually going to bless you and help you to get to where you want. I'm so glad. Yes, Elle is a part of Z School for the Gifted and the community. Oh, so is Kevin, King Grizzly. Hi, Kevin. I have often been told that I am connected with Oshun. Okay, especially when I've shared them show videos with bumblebees that just came up to me. They don't ever sting me. Yeah, then you should definitely come. I'm a child of Oshun. And Alegua. I mean, I work with all the Orishas, but Oshun, Alegua, and Ogun, I mean, they're all kind of in the front. Shango. But Oshun's like, and Alegua. Alegua is always like, I will smack shit off your counter if you don't pay attention to me. I'm like, that's unnecessary. I think it was necessary to be a lone wolf before joining more with others. Yeah, you have to, because you have to kind of figure out what your own energy is doing, what you like, what you dislike, who you are. And you have to face sometimes that energy of thinking that you're alone, but you're not actually alone. And you got to go into that hermit mode of hearing the divine and your ancestors and your spiritual team. And honestly, like, you have to face your ego. Your ego is the loudest when you're not around other people sometimes because you don't have any distractions to deal with it. That's why people avoid meditation sometimes. I hope the manifesting portal is on for tomorrow as to order candle. I got you. Your other candle is going to be done tonight too. So you have one and then you have the other one. Yeah, manifesting, candle working. See, Christine, I was literally just telling people earlier that they need to have candles going, their altars clean, their crystals, like all the stuff. This is a big portal. This is no small portal when it comes to wealth. So if full warning again, if anybody drags their feet, I don't want nobody coming on the next live tomorrow like, I slept in, I didn't script, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I already told you, especially if you're here. If you watch this video and still choose to do nothing, take it up with God. I'm all over the place. I can't. Oh no. I'm going to sit under a tree at the park. I feel so alone. Megan, come to our session. Do you have time tomorrow to come to Z School for the Gifted? It's only $22. It's very accessible and the community is there. And I don't find it to be a coinkydink that you are here and we're talking about loneliness and people like shifting through ascension and Elle sharing their story about having a community. I usually don't catch anyone's live and I honestly was about to just delete all my messages, but I'll have to come back and see your channel another time. I need to fix myself something to eat. Have fun. Happy Wednesday, Shawnee. Someone else a part of Z School for the Gifted. It's kind of beautiful, really. Today, I have been feeling more control over my choices. Like, I don't have to choose anxiety. I am calm and assertive. Ow, you are crushing it already. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Woo! That's amazing. Oh, that's huge. Do you feel alive? I try to tell people, it's like, when you learn about empowerment, generational healing, taking responsibility, this is why the first thing I always teach people is accountability. When you take accountability, so much stuff begins to like be uncluttered in your life. But some people for real, like they don't know how to do it. That's why I'm here. But it's freeing. It's so free because you can easily take action when you understand what the hell is happening. I really took back my life today. Nice. Kevin, what did you do? What is this portal? It's a wealth portal. 828. There's planets that are lining up with like a straight shot to the universe. But it's around wealth. And it's like really looking at yourself. Like really, truly reflecting, being honest with yourself, admitting your pitfalls, how you can do better, and what you're actually manifesting. Like it's like big boss energy is what I'm calling it. Big boss energy. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but as I said that, it just reminded me of being in these calls. Because when I was in manufacturing and with all these like big companies and stuff, and like someone would fucking drop the ball and it would be like hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's like, you can either sit there or we can fucking like do something about it. That's what the energy is. Like, you know, someone's like, oh, like this factory like didn't blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, why are you telling me? You need to be out doing sourcing right now, not talking to me. Come to me when you have a plan B. I was like, I gotta go put a fire out and talk to marketing. See you later. Send me an email. That wasn't important. It's like big boss energy. Own what's happening in your life so you can take control of it and manifest in collaboration with the universe. But it's also like, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to be wishy-washy? Are you going to choose like your old life? Are you going to choose the old friends keeps popping up even from that other tarot reading? Like, what are you going to choose? Either you boss up or you stay in the past financially. Yeah, I'm happy for you. Yes, I'm in. Yay! Come join us. It's going to be so fun. And you get access to the group chat. I'm happy for you too. Y'all, see, they're in Z School for the Gift. Do you see how loving they are? It's the cutest. I can't handle it. How do I book for tomorrow? I will drop the link right now. Great question. Here I was sitting on my butt. Let me just make a recommendation and then not follow through with what else needs to happen. I was blabbing. I will drop the link right now. Make sure you choose the one on 8/28 at like the evening one. What time zone are you in? Don't choose the one that was for today. It'll be past, but I don't know if it's still there. Thanks for asking, Megan. We'd love to have you. I love that big boss energy. Exactly, Shawnee. I figured you would. You got that energy in you. But it's like it's a big boss energy. It's like put on your big girl panties or no panties. Put on your big girl nothing and like get it done. Energy. It's like, are you gonna continue to stay small or are you gonna go after your dreams? Not in a I'm an exhausted kind of energy. It's like a no, this is who I am and nothing's gonna change that. And wealth just flows to me because I am who I am. Of course wealth flows to me. I'm not gonna do the same shit that I did in my past. I'm not gonna waste the money, not have a financial plan. I'm not going to spend it on some idiot. Like, I'm not going to poorly invest it. I'm actually going to have different accounts. No one's going to freaking touch it. I'm going to hold myself accountable. There's not going to be subscriptions. I'm going to ask you why you took my penny. You know, it's like you're going to know where every single thing is going because you understand what you are worth in the sense that, like, this is your big boss energy. This is your big boss energy. And money loves attention. Money loves attention. If you are someone who doesn't pay attention to energy, your money, you don't know what's coming out of your account at any given second, like, why? It's like a friendship. Like, if you want someone to hang out with you, but you just don't give a rat's ass about them, why would they talk to you? Why would they talk to you? They wouldn't talk to you. You can't expect anybody to engage with you if you do not engage with them. Speaking about money as the best friend. You know what I mean? If you want money to be your best friend, you need to be the boss and hug money. Be money's friend. You know what I mean? That's how I'm going to explain it. Hi, Zawadi. How are you? How was your cleansing? Your energy feels better today. I'm choosing me. Yes. And moving forward with no regrets. Yes. I'm loving this energy. Y'all are just, yes. Is this part of why I'm so tired? Yeah. You need to be, everybody, if you missed the tarot reading yesterday, everybody needs to be clearing, cleansing, protecting, exercising. Clearing, cleansing, protecting, exercising. Clearing, cleansing, protecting, exercising. You need to be moving this energy. Because if you don't move, that's energy that needs to leave your body just stays there. Even if you're tired. You know how many times during giant ass portals, like, I pushed my body to the limit because I refused to let my manifestation drop. And I'm so glad that I had my teacher who was very spiritual also pushing us again, like during all these portals, because they were like, no, you don't give up. You keep training. Like, that's what happens. You do it even when you're tired. Like, it is what, like, I feel like there's a part of spirituality that has been so westernized around, like, actually tending to the physical body during heightened spiritual times. But your physical body is what you need to hold energy and process it, literally. You need to have strength. You need to have health. You need to, like, tend to yourself. I feel like I'm being urged to rest. It depends, right? Like, it could be some rest. It could also be not so rest. It depends on your guides. My guides are a little bit different. They don't, it's like each day kind of changes, or it changes throughout the hour. Like, they're like, okay, you had like an hour nap, now you go do the thing. It's like, that's your rest, you got it, because things still need to be moving forward, and it's not advantageous for me as a multi-business owner to be not multi-businessing in the creative sense. And my creativity is high. Like, I alchemize so quickly through movement that when I'm not moving in certain times, like my creativity just like slips out of my butt. You know what I mean? So it just depends on your guides and your ancestors. So if your ancestors and guides are like, you should rest, and you should listen to them. Girl, I have notifications on every account. It's so funny. I threw away stuff. I admitted to myself that I wasn't okay with how my life was going. I chose to boss up. Yes, Kevin. Went and got some food, caught a lot of girls checking me out, went to the gym, wrote a story. I love that. Yeah, boss up, Kevin. I love that. What'd you eat? That sounds delicious. Whatever it is. Time to light that green candle. Exactly. Been doing the black ones. Yeah, you can also light a white candle. A white candle is going to help. Um, doesn't feel too much like you need a lot of black candles, but you might need a white candle. Hi, D. I've been exercising, not even realizing the portal. Yeah, see, sometimes your body is just kind of tapped in, and it depends on how you alchemize energy. Like making a point to do it. Yes. Oh, you were crushing it. Yes. Oh my goodness. Hey, Christina. What's up, fairy friend? I'm here. Hey, everyone. I love your entrance. It looks great on you. Set a firm boundary with people I live with. Good. How did that go? How is everybody doing with their boundaries? It's definitely boundary time. Um, and folks are going to just be a little willy-nilly right now. Don't let them be willy-nilly. Also, you need to have boundaries with yourself for this portal. Like, this money portal is also about, like, what stories are you telling yourself, and how are you going to be better at not believing the junk ones, to be honest, right? Like, you need to have boundaries with yourself. How are you doing, Z? Thanks for asking, D. I'm doing fabulous. I feel amazing. My skin is glowing. Like, I just feel great. I love it here. Like, I'm glad I listen. I always listen to spirit, and I trust in God, and I trust my ancestors. I didn't look into anything. Like, people are like, oh, did you, like, no. God told me when to leave, what to pack, and everything was going to be fine. And I was like, cool. People are like, what neighborhood are you in? I don't know. I can't even read it. It's not in English. It's like, how are you going to get there? I'll figure it out. Like, this is just how it happens. And then things just started flowing, and here I am feeling great. I'm feeling great. And I love cooking. I've been cooking a lot for this portal. I eat like 4 or 5 meals a day. I need to get groceries. I need to get groceries. But thank you. I feel so good. Being so close to the beach again warms my heart so much. Like, I love the beach, and I just love cleanses, and yeah, there's just really amazing people here. And today, while I was out, because it was beautiful photography time, there were a lot of people who were doing wedding photos and pregnancy photos. It just was so cute. It was so cute. And when I would sit in meditation, I was like, how can you not just love every minute of this? Love that. Fairy sister. I'm in Australia, so what time tomorrow is school for the gifted? It's 6 p.m. Pacific time. I don't know what time that is in Australia. I'm slowly doing more boundaries with myself. I think exercising is good. Yes, I'm good to script and write down my intentions to get clear, because this is going to help with everything. Absolutely. Oh, I mean, I've been telling you since our last session, like, I'm so excited for everything you're doing, because when you have that clear focus, oh man, I'm feeling more calm overall, so I can start living in a more peaceful, grounded way. Yay, letting it all catch up. Exercise has for sure been priority. Good. Yeah, exercise is huge. People forget about it, you know? And it's just like, it's easy to not want to exercise when energy gets so dense, but you have to. You have to. There is no way around shifting that energy unless you move your body. Like, especially if you have access and the ability to move your body, you need to. Like, you need to, literally. And I feel like some people are quite sensitive about that, which I totally get, but I'm not. I'm a spiritual teacher, and it has never let me down. My spiritual teachers, it's never let them down. And these are like ancestral practices. And if they're like, you know, do that 10 million times and then take some deep breaths, I'm going to go do it because I'm like, I don't want this energy. I don't want it. Someone else can take it. Yes. Haven't done too much working out today and yesterday, but I worked both days. I've been meditating. You've been busy. Did my pole class. Oh, what? How did that feel? Class Sunday and yoga Monday. Pole has me sore for days. I love that. Well, you need to exercise even more so that you can get that active recovery to help with the soreness. I love pole. It just, you work so many muscles that you don't even realize you have. Like, I didn't know I had that in my thigh. What? Guess the portal pushed me to walk probably a few miles today in this crazy playa heat. Yeah, I know. Literally. When I wasn't planning on seeing the sunrise today, and Spirit woke me up because it was like a push, and I kind of like rolled over and was like and then all I heard was sunrise, get up. And I was like, okay, I can make it. I can make it. See, it was hella hot today. It's hella hot. It was hella hot today. I'm glad you didn't pass out. Make sure you drink some water. It was good though. I was jamming out. I feel you. All I need is some good music. There's nothing to complain about here. You know what I mean? I plan to go to the gym tomorrow. Yay! Do it. Do it. I'm activating my sexual energy. Oops. More and more naturally learning to be in an orgasmic state. What you just said is like a Christmas present to me. I'm so excited. What did you do today that activated your sexual energy? By the way, activating your sexual energy right now, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it all the time, all day, every minute of every second. Those are ass backwards, but you know what I mean. It's so orgasmic state. You should put that on a shirt. I want a cup that just says orgasms. All day, day. Stripple. Just manifesting. I'm so excited for you, D. Yeah, last night's talk was fun. It's important. Like, sexuality is so important. I've been feeling the same way. Like, there's just a lot of like sexual energy, and I'm just like, I need to jump into the ocean. And then my head was like on fire because it was just coming out of every part of my body. And I took a cold shower. I took like 2 a day, and I'm still just like, what is this? Like, don't look at anybody. Don't look at anybody. Or look at everybody. It depends on the hour. Girl, I'm low-key eager to see how the high season looks. Right? I mean, all the beautiful pulled to visit the magic of playa. I know. I'm excited for October, but mostly because I just love the Day of the Dead. I think it's going to be a magical time. I told myself I need to be able to play every Coco song on my guitar by then. Interesting. We talk about working out. A place I saw today had a cool HIIT type workout gym, and it's top of my list. You should go there then. Confirmation for you. I love pole too, and my heels just came. Yes. Oh my gosh, what do they look like? You have to show us since you school for the gifted. Wait. Yes, they came last week. Okay. I'm reading like very dyslexic right now. I'm like doing this. Slow down. So you start the heel pull on Sunday. Yes. Heel pull is my favorite ever. I have a hard time being near a pole without heels on. Like, it feels so wrong. Like the first pole class I ever did, you could like use some of the stage shoes, and I grabbed the biggest fucking ones. It's just like when you know, you know. You know what I mean? My friend and I bit it so hard the whole class, but we did not fucking give up because it was just sexy time on sexy time on sexy time with big ass heels. I was like, we're just gonna let the video run and I'm just gonna clip it together as if we stood the whole time. Oh my god, that sounds like my guides. I finally got to see the sunrise like a week ago. Isn't it beautiful? Did you walk to the point? I walked to the point. It was great. Yes, I told my roommate that if she masturbates more than she would feel as free as me. All she said is that what your trick is to always feel good. Always, that's so funny. It sounds like she needs it. She needs it. Okay, everybody in the chat. How many times do you masturbate in a day? We're going there. It is true. Give yourself some pleasure. Pleasure is a part of manifestation and living. Girl, don't get me started. Please do start. Just start. Let it ride. I would literally buy a shirt that says orgasmic energy. Let's do it. Everybody, we're making sex shirts. I need to make one anyways. I have one already started for the Mango Man and other manifestations from like May the Best Man Win. That I was actually going to wear here, but I didn't need it. Look at everyone. We're in trouble. We are trouble. There's something magical about this land and how things manifest. Like, it's so true. Like you just say something and then it's just like, what? September is their Independence Month. It's about to be popping. Oh my goodness. We have to make plans. We have to make plans. We need outfits. We need outfits. We need outfits immediately. Well, when the time comes, but we need outfits. I had to order the supplies to do my cleaning. I feel better than yesterday. I did some yoga, 12 rounds. Good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, definitely do the cleaning. That's going to help so much, Sawadi. And feel free, like, if you need to talk about anything, definitely write it. Yes, the sexual energy. Oh, no, I was at 38. It's so funny. Got me out of my rut, took some moringa. Moringa is so good for you. Got some clean white nectarine and jumped in the shower, and it was on after that. I just ate a nice wrap. Yum. They are clear. Definitely will show them in class. Yes. It's crazy you mentioned falling. That was one of my fears about getting heels and not being able to walk in them, but they're comfy as hell. When you get the right ones and you can heat, depending on the straps, like you can heat them and mold them to your feet. So then they always stay in that shape. Like if they're brand new and they have like the plastic straps, sometimes they won't always fit very well, but you can mold them. I'm so freaking excited for you. Make sure you have knee pads and stuff. I don't know if you're doing floor work, but having the knee pads, oh my gosh, I'm dripping sweat. Having the knee pads definitely help you also get over the fucker. Sorry. Also help you get over the fear. I mean, but the falling, it was so hilarious because falling in pole heels, it's different than regular heels. Like when you see people fall in regular heels, it's hilarious, but it's even more funny in pole heels because there's so little surface area that it's just like done. You're done. But it's so normal. All of us fall. It really isn't that often. It's when I feel it, which is like every 2 weeks or so. So while you're ovulating, no, I mean, that's not every, but you know what I mean? Is it like during certain times of your cycle? Probably definitely when you're ovulating. And then, yeah, I'd be curious to know. Most times in a day is the past 3 times. I love it. I love it. Girl, the stores have them on display. So if you see more green, red, and white outfits, that's why. Oh, I don't want. I. I'm thinking. I've got some ideas. I haven't been going to the stores whatsoever because I've been busy. You live down there. I feel like I lose my creativity with diagrams, so I've been edging for like 2 days now. It's true. It's true. Sometimes you can. You have to, depending on how much creative energy you have, abstinence and not, or like getting to an orgasm or ejaculation is actually going to help your manifestation sometimes. Um, my spiritual teacher and I talk about that quite a bit. It's why we'll also go through long periods of celibacy. Um, so yeah, and for men, it's like even stronger, like more likely to lose it because it's heightened and it's literally like it's from the place where all your creation is. So sometimes you can actually sit in meditation and like flow that energy from below up through your third eye so you can actually alchemize it into something. But we've just been in a really sexy time kind of talk, so but it's true. It is true. It can drain your manifestation and creation energy for sure. It's from the same place. Because it is funny. Y'all make me laugh. You're giving Rip Me Out the Rap. I'm brand new. Zawadi. I'm screenshotting. Screenshotting. That's literally how I feel. I'm a whole new person. I'm a whole new person. Z, you're so radiant on screen. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks. I feel really good. I'm eating really well, drinking lots of water, sleeping, resting, doing sexy things, meeting sexy people, writing so many amazing things. Like I like, and all my neighbors, I just love them. I keep running into the same like femmes in the rising, and they're just great. They've all got personalities. One of them's hilarious. Like she always loses her dog. Like, I'm just having the time of my life. Like sometimes you just get to the point where you're like, no, I'm ready to be free and I'm amazing and that's it. Period. You look cute. Thanks. It was also wash day and I decided to put my hair in twists. So I have it in little twisties, which I don't always do. And then it's clean now, but earlier today my hands were like red from my hair. I've been spending time with just really great people, like really, really, really great people. And it's awesome. Christina is one of those people. I just love that. I'm happy. This is me happy. Just happy. Happy. And rested. Maybe. I have 2 knee pads, the soft ones and the grip ones. I learned after class when I bruised my knees, I was like, yeah, I need the knee pads. Yeah, I definitely get some. I bring them to pole class. I've been consistent. Yay, for 3 months now. Yeah, get the ones you can definitely slide on. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Gotcha. I'm going to do that. Yeah, do that, Kevin. Redirect it. You have strong energy and you channel so much. It's different for masculines and feminines. But honestly, like if I'm in heavy manifestation mode, like I will not touch my body. I won't be around anything that's too stimulating, not people, like no temptations, like whatsoever. Just redirect. And I would do it for like, I think the longest I've done it was probably a little over a year. Like it wasn't like bananas how long I could do it for. But my teacher was just like, be disciplined. And then my life just like, I was like, okay, Sir King Grizzly. Yes, that's why I do it to release my creations and manifest them. Yeah. Well, there's also sex magic, right? Too. And I do feel that if it's too much, it's too much. Even with sex, I don't want it every day. I need to refill. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I also feel like, Christina, whatever energy is on this land that the ancestors wanted to bring us to is like I have never felt anything like this today. I haven't felt anything like this ever. Like I'm like overly creative and overly like just feel hyper sexual all day long. Like no matter how much I create, it's still left. There's still like gallons of energy left. And I'm like, this yes. Were you at Momo's today? No, I didn't go to Momo's. Were you at Momo's? Hey, that's me. And improv on Saturday. I'm so excited. Saturday's gonna be fun. We're gonna be laughing so hard. I almost said a really dirty joke, but I said it in my head and it was just as funny. I can feel the happiness in you. You are going, oh, thanks, Shawnee. Yeah, I feel it. The is that an email? Yeah. Um, I just feel like good. Like I don't know. I didn't know that I could get more and more and more and more and more happy. I'm using pussy breathing to stimulate pleasure energy. Fun. Fun. D, I love everything that you were saying. Everything. Everything that you are saying. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different techniques that you could do. And it also depends on the person and what your body is comfortable with. Like dancing is so powerful for me. Dancing, I like it's like I just my energy goes starts swirling around. I don't know what the fuck happens. I think the right company makes a difference. Yes, it does. Say it. I don't even remember it now. Something about making somebody hard. I don't remember. But it was like so immediate. It was like the line and I just said it in my head and I was like, next time I'll just make sure it comes out of my mouth. Get it? Get it? Okay, my roommate thought she saw you. No, I haven't been down that way. I also don't think I would be in Momo's without you. It just feels like I'm not supposed to enter that land without a fairy sister. Dee, do you want to explain it to Shawnee? You could do all sorts of things. You could also do some Kegel exercises. You could send breath. Okay, so Dee, when you are doing your breathing technique, I feel like some people do it in a way where you send breath to that area or you receive breath to that area. Which way are you doing it? Yeah, this land is amazing. You ask, you receive any thought, and maybe it's in the men running around with no shirts. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like, okay, you know how they talk about like masculines being primal? It's like, what? What? Like, what awakens in a femme energy here is wild. Wild. It's like, every time I go outside, I'm like, who are all these people? They just look amazing. Yeah, like there was someone on my street who was carrying like something really heavy, all shirtless, just all tattooed, and I was like, you know. And then I was at the beach, or someone driving the thingies or whatever, and they were like, I was like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? What's happening? I need to get into the water. Comes. Christine, you make me laugh. Oh, right, girl, you are exactly right. Need fairy back up there. Yeah, I feel like it needs two fairies. We fling our magic wands around. I don't care to go there. Yeah, me neither. But I feel like we have to go at some point. I don't know why. I just feel like it keeps coming up because like that person when we were all dancing who had that Oshun, half Yemaya energy, and like grabbed my hand, and I was like, I literally couldn't help myself. I was like, you're like Oshun and Yemaya in one. And they just laughed, and they were like, ha 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 ha. Like, I work with both. And then like kind of twirled around, and I was like, this is fun. This is amazing. And they were like, you need to come to Momo's. And I was like, that feels very specific. So I don't know. I feel like there's something there. But Spirit was telling you multiple times not to go. Oh, then maybe we don't go. I don't know. I don't know if there's something there, like maybe we have to write about, or perhaps make a video about. I don't know. Just like that YouTuber. For pussy breathing, you breathe into the nose, into your pussy, and then tighten your muscles like you're gonna pee as you exhale and push energy up. It's in and out the nose usually. Let's normalize femmes being primal and really sexual too. Yeah, absolutely. 10,000%. Okay. I don't actually crack my knuckles, so I did a fake one. So I was talking to someone about this as well. I'm getting so many visions right now. I'm so nervous. I'm about to lose my thought. Oh, okay. So, aside from sexuality, like femme sexuality has been heavily oppressed almost everywhere. Some cultures, not so much. I feel like, fuck, no, don't go. Don't go. Oh, but it also had to do with dating styles and things like that too. And we were talking about, oh, that's what I wanted to tell you, Christina. It's okay. I'll just say it now. So we were talking about how for the longest time we would shame ourselves for wanting to date in a particular speed, at a particular speed or pace, or like release emotion. Like it's almost like be committed earlier. And then we have this whole conversation about how different cultures actually approach dating, and how in the US it's super common, and a culture across the US to like basically be a non-committal energy, because a lot of people fear being vulnerable and committing to anything in life. And so that is mimicked also in how they date, by keeping their options open and dating a bunch of people at one time, and like misusing dating apps. And you have to like have conversations about being official because they want their cake and eat it too. Whereas like, you know, let's say in like France or something, right? They like they approach dating very differently. Like if you're gonna be like talking to someone, they will, not all of them, they will be talking to that one person, and that is the dating stage. But like in the US, it's like you basically kind of use each other in a way, and then you talk about dating, because people are so fearful of like committing and all these things. But we were saying how like for the longest time, like I feel like especially for femmes, it's easy to shame yourself for wanting to have that commitment and safety and all that stuff. But it's also because if you came from a region like the United States, but like your style of dating doesn't match the United States, you're always going to feel on the outside, or always going to feel like people don't really care for you, because there is also a general consensus with how dating needs to be, when really like you want to commit, and there's other people in other cultures that actually commit in that way. So you're just in the wrong place. You're just in the wrong place. That is Mother Earth literally breathing under us. There are roots from the ocean that run through Playa del Carmen specifically, and that's all feminine energy. It's wild. It's like I feel like I feel like in the earth, I feel in everything at one time. Like I feel like I can't run far enough to alchemize this energy, which is why the ocean helps. Like I was like running. I had to run and run and run, and then I got overheated because it's so hot. And then I was like, I need to fucking run back. And then I was like, I'm going to the beach, and I'm going to cool off, and I'm going to eat. And I'm like, ah, I feel so like, what is this energy? I've been, yeah, that is the lady that didn't want to create jewelry with me. Oh no. Maybe, ooh, I want to uncover their story. Maybe I do need to ride solo. Maybe there's a dirty story there I need to uncover. I do have the Savage Press. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, Christina. Maybe they need the fairy dust spread there exactly, just like the YouTuber. Yeah. I felt like we had to out the YouTuber because I was like, something's off. Something's off. And just the other colonizers. I literally have your energy at that time. And after the boom, he said, oh, I remember. Sorry. You know how I communicate. I'm glad you left the States. Me too. Me too. I've never. And does anybody want to like travel? Like, where do you want to travel in the world? Because likely wherever you want to travel, there's a piece of your soul that is probably waiting to be activated the time you, like the moment you step on that land. Like, I have never in my entire life felt happy in the United States. Like, maybe a little bit in Miami, but nothing like here. Nothing like when I go to Europe, nothing like when I go to Asia, not like, never was happy. I was like, I need to get out. It's like, it's just not meant for me. I don't enjoy dating people here. Like, my style of dating is actually very close to the French style of dating. I'm not shy about dating. I'm not shy about committing. It is what it is, like straight to the point. Yeah. Like, I was like, you are so flaky. In the United States, it would frustrate me. I was like, you just want to frolic through the flowers and pick your nose because you can't commit to anything. The Savage Press sounds dope. I'm like still rolling it out. I haven't released all the articles, but I do cover stories. I actually started doing them when I went to New York Fashion Week, which Spirit dropped me into, and there were Palestinian people who were at the fashion show, and there were folks who were rioting. Like, some were walking, some were rioting. My computer's about to die. Oh no, my fan! What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm going to turn off my fan for a little bit. But there were folks who were rioting there and doing all these things, and someone wrote that they were kind to all the people and all this stuff, and it was because their friend was someone who was a part of the house. What was it? House Bengali? I can't remember what it was. And I had a feeling that they didn't want to write anything negative, but my ass and the universe put me right in front of everything. So I was just videotaping, getting snaps of stuff. There was like a designer, somehow related, not related, but like in business or something with Beyonce, I think, or Jay-Z, or one of them, I don't remember, and was like screaming at models like horribly. And I was like just holding my phone. I was like, how am I always in these places? But it was wild. I was it's not okay. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. I'm just gonna have to move spots because I am sweating and I just can't do that right now. Ain't no way. I'm just gonna move to the kitchen. Okay, you all stay with me. I have to get my fan. and turn on the air. It's hot as butt. But yeah, it was a wild time. It was a wild time, but I love my little Savage press. I have a towel on my chair. Yes, I think that's why dating here in Playa is kind of awkward. About time I've heard both sides. Some folks are having a hard time, but I notice it's the ones that aren't intentionally connecting. Yeah, I feel like that happens in so many places because, like, they're also not genuinely dipping into the culture, which also happens, and just expects, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of the time, aside from like Santa Barbara was also like that because they were quite cliquey, but at least from what I heard from people. I was never single while I was there, but that's word on the street. Ooh, Ireland keeps calling you. I love Ireland. Where in Ireland, do you know? I want to travel to Egypt, Jamaica, Barbados, Costa Rica, London. Fun. If you could go right now, Shawnee, which one would you go to? You can only pick one. England sounds so cool to visit or travel to. You just saw all those Black Scots. Evening. Hi, Jamila. That's why when I write a very specific word, I use transparent. Fuck honesty. Yeah. Honesty can be seen as a choice. You can choose when to be honest, or I'll have to ask for you to be honest. What? Yes. If everybody was honest, life would just be so much easier. But that's how I also feel about dating. That's why I didn't like the dating culture in the US, because I feel like it's like sometimes it's like pulling teeth a little bit. And I'm like, why don't you just tell me how you feel, because this is making no sense. I'm like a very logical person sometimes. And I feel like people are in the US are so sensitive. They're so fucking sensitive about anything you tell them. They get sad, they get offended, like so many things. I'm really gravitating towards the French culture. And I love it. I mean, I've had a lot of French friends and I've been there and I speak French and all this stuff. And just the bluntness. Same how it is with Asia. Like some people get really offended when you travel to Asia because people are really blunt. And I'm like, don't you want them to be honest with you? Future me doesn't live in the US. This energy is heavy here. I want to be by some trees, running water, and quiet. Yeah. Transparency is open and upfront. Yeah, absolutely. Love transparency. And yes, something is there. Maybe part of your journey is to expose the ones that are being false here on this earth. I feel like that always happens to me. It always happens to me. And maybe I need to start doing the Savage Press because I've got like a couple stories. There was also, before I left Sacramento, a coffee shop. I think it's a dirty coffee shop. And I was asking some of my other friends about it, and there's something fucked up with the police department doing something there. I'm going to do it. I'm like, what do I need to expose? Also, I'm like a little truth fairy. Like sometimes people can't help but tell me the truth. I'm like, this is awesome. Costa Rica popped to my head first. Ooh, do it. I have so many friends there. Whenever you want to go, you tell me and I'll tell them. And they will take care of you. Exactly. There's the whole thing here to expose and talk about. I need to get that channel together I told you about. Yes. Do it. I mean, we can manifest anything here. Every time we say something, it just happens. So I feel like we're just exposing the truth. Life is great. Money's flying everywhere, straight into our accounts. Like we can just literally say whatever we want. And it happens. I don't know what it is. We have beautiful places. We're healthy. Our skin's fucking, look at this skin, people. It's a natural glow. You and me both. For future self told me I will be out of here soon. You will be. Keep going. Costa Rica is fun. I spent a month there a few years ago. Yeah, it is really fun. It's really, really fun. Very ancestral. My mom just reminded my siblings to get their Jamaican citizenship. I'd follow if they tried. to leave me here. I mean, everybody should have some sort of dual citizenship right now. Everybody should be in the process because I told my family before I left, they were like, when are you coming back? I was like, the plan is never. And they just looked at me, but they also know I'm being truthful at the same time. I was like, it's not safe here. It's not safe here. It's not safe here, nor do I like it here. I think you all should move. I was like, I think you all should move. You all can afford it. It's fine. You'll be fine. I'm going to eat and hopefully record a video tonight. I'm loving my excited energy. Yay! I've been seeing teeth lately, like at a shop and in a show. I'm like, this is random. Am I connecting with Tooth Fairy? Maybe your puppets need bigger teeth. Ooh, that gave me the chills. See? Yes. There's something happening. Something. We're going to uncover it. This is wild. Weird shit happens on this channel. Where's the Mango Man when you need him? They're around, honey. They are around. And way closer than I thought. Way closer than I thought. I've just been enjoying the experience. I will obviously, I mean, I've got chapters coming, but I'm debating on if I should mix in. My back is itchy from this towel. I'm debating if I should mix in a current chapter, but I feel like you all would guess it too soon. And I love the thrill of you having to guess because I feel like it keeps you activated with storytelling and linking your own stories and all that kind of stuff. But the men be mangoing, you know? You can't be dragging your feet. Look at me. I'm moving this. It's itchy. No, it's great here. I love it a lot. And just culturally, people, they just like, I don't know, they like say what they mean. They're upfront. Like, it's not like the US where everybody's fucking staring at you like you're a fucking giant Bob's Burger. Like, it's like you can actually have some peace and quiet and genuine love and connection with people and do funny shit. Like, it's like people are living. Yes, I will let you know when I go. Yay! Christina, Aman sounds nice. How are the bugs? Spiders specifically. Oh, if you go to the jungle of Costa Rica, the spiders are like this big. The moths are like that big. Everything in the jungle is massive size. And normally when things are massive size, it's because their ecosystem is very healthy. They don't have a bunch of like things that are trying to kill it and that kind of stuff. Like when I stayed in the jungle, it was the time of my life, but everything was huge. Even the beetles. I was like, that is a dinosaur. And we were all sitting, me and my friends in like this tent after they were having their like wild Wani llama night and just woman on woman action. We were all staring at this giant moth that was sitting there. And my friend was like, oh my God, what? And she said like, what if it? And I was like, don't. Like, we're all strong manifestors. And that thing just flew at her face, smacked her in the head, and then she fucking hit the back of her head on my face. And then it was just like a whole like domino effect because she was like, what if it comes and like, because she had this fear of it hitting her like in the head, and then she fucking manifested it. I was like, bro, do you know where we are? You can't say those things. I'd love for a tropical place. My mom's friend has one in the Bahamas. Ooh, fun. Do you want to speak another language? Do you think, Elle? To share some of them creative juices. That's exactly how I feel. It definitely inspires me, like, to be around one, just massive feminine energy that just like explodes out of me every single day. And also just the masculine energy. I'm like, oh, my head. Give me head. Just kidding. Right? Second, that everyone should move and remember the resources are always there. Yeah, the universe provides, ancestors provide to share. Oh, wait, that's duplicated. It's not always about the money. Absolutely. I surrendered to that before I came. Like, if the universe is going to sweep you away, like, you have to get over that part. Shawnee, both are horrible. And I stayed in a place that was wide open. Actually, she's still operates. I can connect you. She has a spiritual house. Yay! No, thank you to the spiders. Not big. Not they're. I mean, they're big. Even the like, if you get a the fucking tree thorns are like this big. Like, they look like. Don't step on them. I did. Yep. I had to bring that up. That's so funny. Think of the pics. No, it was awful. I was taking pictures, sending it. I was the only one that had service. No one would believe me. And I was like, someone has to receive this photo. They're never going to believe me. Wait, it's a beautiful place. Cook, cleaner, car, and spiritual shit. I used to be afraid of spiders a lot. Spiders are lucky, but this year it's been less so, especially learning they are like protectors or dream weavers. I love that song. Dream. Their webs are beautiful, but their legs used to scare me. Yeah. Someone actually just sent me a really funny video. It was because we were debating. We were debating on what was EDM and what was techno, and like, they're European, obviously. Not obviously, that's not obvious. I didn't tell you that whatsoever. But they're European, and obviously I'm not European. I mean, I am European by lineage, but I wasn't raised there. And we kept describing music, and I was like, I don't think we're talking about the same kind of stuff. And they ended up sending me this. I was like, why am I telling you this? They ended up sending me this video. It was like a fusion of techno, but it was like about these cats that would turn into spiders. It was like the weirdest thing. It was really weird. It wasn't important, but I needed to share it. Costa Rica's on your list. Heck yes. Y'all are cracking me up. Thank you, Christina. I know a bit of broken Spanish for a second language. I'd probably want to just get fluent in it, but I see myself traveling all over too. Guess we'll see where life takes us. Yeah. The best thing to do is to just go there. I studied French for a long time and I just went there. And then it was like, not like that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing here. My Spanish was really bad. And every day it gets easier and easier and easier because you can hear it and you're submerged in it. And then your brain just starts to think differently. I had Artemis, the small spider, hang out on my porch chair. He was there daily for a while. A little wolf spider, I think, super cute. Had popped his head out when he saw me sit on the porch. That's cute. I like spiders. They're lucky. Oh, it definitely is a mango story lurking. It's too much sexiness going on there for it not to be. That's hilarious. I don't even know what to say to that. Oh, no, there's definitely a mango story. You gotta be inspired. Things just took a turn faster than I thought they would. It was like 1 minute, I was like, la, la, la. And the next minute, I was like, what? You what? Huh? How did I get here? Who's messaging me? What is this? It was very shocking. Since I've been back home, I want to travel more. I was considering reigniting my travel agent license just so I could. Oh, you should definitely do it. Also, something that I did, which was a nice little hack. I think it's Fora, the travel agent that you could like sign up for. Well, you can. It's like a digital nomad type of thing, but you could be a travel agent and you can like have your own clients and they just get a cut. Basically, it's just you're like you pay like a small fee to use their platform, but they have all these amazing boutique discounts. And so then what I just did, I would just book my own plans and then like also book my friends' plans when they would do things. So I would just make a bunch of money back. It was great. You gotta know how to work the system. I learned it's basically like a subscription. You know, like if you want to fly in some jets, you can do those jet thingies. I learned more about the name Artemis recently. Yeah, Artemis is amazing. I love Artemis. Um, Artemis is kind of like Diana, a version of Diana. Um, Recently, I think too. I think Artemis wants to connect with me more. When I go into meditation, I can help but fall asleep. So yeah, Artemis has strong. If you need help, let me know. I've worked with Artemis before. Artemis and Diana. If Diana shows up, get ready to have Diana in your body. No, I'm okay with spiders as long as they are not in my bed. There's no guarantee. They can definitely, I mean, it depends on where you are. Depends on where you are. I mean, I slept under a net. It was bougie AF, but it was still in, like, we were in the jungle. It was beautiful, beautiful, very high end place. Very high end place. But it was fucking jungly. Like, I was like, I'm just gonna triple check this net because I'm not trying to wake up with a spider hanging out my mouth. Yes, to host agency. Yeah, they're awesome. Yes, that was my plan. You should definitely do that. Let that be confirmation. I was in a beetroot marketing company like that, but Flora sounds nice. Yeah, they were chill. They were super chill, really easy to use. I stopped using them because they're associated with Expedia, and Expedia is one of the companies that is on the banned list for like being anti Palestine. So I don't use anything Expedia, just like Airbnb is Expedia, like all those things. Wait, what did you say about Diana? Literally at the same time, the person on the TV said Diana. Um, Diana is very gifted at body possession. They're a goddess, also related to Artemis. One of my first goddesses, actually, I was able to hold in my body, and they're very powerful. They're very, very powerful. They will help bring out a lot of your kind of like your spiritual witchcrafty kind of side. But when I was telling those stories about how sometimes if your physical body is not strong enough to hold the energy of a high frequency like that, it feels like your skin is exploding. And that's what happened to me when Diana and I were like learning to work together. So that's why you just really got to practice. But Diana's amazing. I really think that vision I had is plausible. Look how the pieces are coming together. Sign accepted. I love it. Yes, Artemis is amazing. Artemis and Diana are related. Some cultures say they're the same, some don't. But Artemis is also kind of like more of the warrior side. Yeah, I think I'm just accepting that I'm in more than, get out of here. I'm in more than human, even without proof. And then I can do mystical, magical things. I'm starting with making content too because it's entertainment. Also, yeah, trust it. Trust it. I didn't tell a lot of people when I first started that journey. I only went to like my trusted healers because they knew, and my guides. Obviously, like I know about Diana and Artemis, and now we are working together now. So I can definitely help you with that. So you know how to navigate that space. Very high frequencies. Like if you can tap in with Diana, it means your energy is very high frequency. I might ask for help how to work with whoever is calling me. I'm channeling heavily theater, acting, creative energy. Yeah. Artemis does that. Okay, Diana. Yeah, Diana is like, I would be like sitting somewhere And then I would just like close my eyes and like feel her energy and just say her name. And then someone would walk up immediately and they're like, "Hi, I'm Diana." And I'm like, I was like, okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that until my brain decides to accept it as true. So I was like, that's the trippiest shit I've ever seen. But yeah, body possession is a very unique gift. Deities and gods and goddesses will come all the time. They're here to help you. They're here to help you. I always tell people to do their best to do their research or get with a teacher like myself who actively do it or know how to do it. Because again, as I mentioned, there's like a thin line between like being on the spiritual side and then cracking that part of your brain. That's going to make it really hard for you to come back, aka, as people say, like, go crazy. That's not a very good term. Like in the psychological word, like, don't say crazy, but that's how it's kind of categorized, because what you experience is so beyond this reality that you begin to question everything about everything. Like, you think you question things now, but when you get to the point of actually practicing possession, it's a different energy. And there's also a difference between possession when it comes to like a deity or like a goddess, and then there's different possessions when it comes to like straight up the voodoo side, and then there's different, like, it's like all these different types of things that you can do, and then there's the walk-ins and like all that kind of stuff. That is Fire's Destined Albert. Oh, cool. Yeah, right now I'm in the process of like, my brain is accepting everything is true that I've learned. Higher conscious wants to stream through me. My brain is like, there's more than this reality. Yeah, just make sure you stay grounded. I always tell people to eat lion's mane if you can when you're in that phase. And just make sure you're exercising. Make sure you're exercising, and just stay a part of the community and stay grounded. Because it's a finicky world. I feel like you're going to be fine. You're in good hands. Like, I can literally watch over you, and you've got many people here who aren't gaslighting you, who love you and support you. When I was doing it on my own, aside from like being sent places where the ancestors were physically sending me to like voodoo teachers and all this stuff, and healers to help like shift my energy so I could hold more deities. Someone I was with at the time, who was like around me at the time, I saw what it did to them, and they didn't even have the gift of possession, but they could see how my world was not the same world that they were experiencing physically. And so their mental health started to plummet because they couldn't, it was weird. Like, even though I felt grounded and I knew what was reality and what was not, because I was listening to the spiritual realm, they couldn't root in enough for their brain to comprehend what they were witnessing and seeing, because they were with me and they were like, what is this? And then, they started to think that they could do it, but they couldn't do it. And then their brain started to create signs that weren't actually there. So that's why I'm also like heavily in the psychological space and like mental health. So I always tell people, like, spirituality is such a gift, but we all must be careful on how we share and how we navigate it, because YouTube, TikTok, all these other platforms do not give you the resources to help you navigate shifting your energy with your brain. Because like, you can sit there and receive all the downloads, but it doesn't matter if your brain cannot understand it. You will make yourself crazy. Like, literally, you will make yourself crazy. So like, just, I want I don't mean to scare anybody, but I'm just saying, like, you need to taking care of your physical body and your mental health and staying grounded. Like, when I'm telling you that you need to eat well, and you need to meditate, and you need to stay focused on reality, and you need to ground in your pentacles. It's not because like I want you to go manifest and win the lottery. Like, no, it's like because it's also for your mental health. It is for your mental health. And it would be irresponsible of me to sit here and welcome you into a place of manifestation and not give you the tools to help your physical brain, which is attached to your body, and receiving the flow of energy. People forget about their physical brain and their physical body. They just want all the downloads because they want to be an enlightened being, but then don't realize that they're practicing a colonized version of spirituality, which teaches you can take and take and take and take and take without actually understanding the sacredness of it. And the sacredness also comes from respecting your temple. Respecting your temple. That's why you're also receiving downloads. Like it's an exchange, but a lot goes into that as well. So I just want to make sure that all of you are like understanding the premise of spirituality as not just you're listening to God and you're manifesting and you're doing these things, right? It's like you need to also understand chemically what your brain is doing. And this is interesting. And the first I've heard of such thing, oh, I love lion's mane. Yeah, lion's mane is amazing. I only have capsules right now. I need to get some more. How do you prevent that from happening? Taking care of your physical health, your physical body. I personally do not recommend anybody to do like in this world navigating that high of a consciousness without a guide. Like having a guide like myself or other spiritual teachers to be able to help like you through these shifts and keep you rooted in the earth and having a really strong practice is what's going to get you to that stable place. Like it's the reason why you see in many scripts like in India, like people having gurus, right? Because they've mastered that. Like you have to learn how to do it. But a lot of people are very egotistical today. So they think that because they're in hermit mode, they can do whatever they want and they don't talk to nobody. And it's like, you're going to make yourself crazy because you don't have any sort of guide to help you adjust to what's happening, right? So it's like, you have to surrender to the path of learning also from people who have been given the gift before you so they can show you a safe way to do it. I'm going to keep grounding. It seems like I'm preparing to accept seeing. Yes, exactly. Feeling, knowing things that aren't what typically peeps see, just easily channeling stuff. I used to watch psychic mediums too. Yeah, absolutely. It's all in preparation. I think I've been preparing myself for a while without realizing I will take care of myself a priority. I think it's all coming together with diet changes. Yes! I'm excited to do all the diet stuff with you too in More Than Worthy. It's going to change your life. You think you're getting downloads now. Oh, wait. Bitch, why did I go get my goddess guidance oracle? Because there is a Diana goddess, and I was curious to what it says and looks like, and why did I open the book exactly for her page? I'm just saying, when Diana comes knocking, Diana bangs the door. And what I will also say about Diana, do not fuck around with Diana. Like, between Diana, Santa Muerte, and Alegua sometimes, like those goddesses and Hecate will teach you a lesson. They will teach you a lesson. Diana's very loving, but she also has like no shame in like no shame whatsoever, which I appreciate. She's calling Christina. I appreciate that. Most do not tell you any of this. Yeah, it's important. Like, I feel like it's irresponsible. Like, it makes no fucking sense. And that's why, like, also when I see people travel around and they're like, oh, I feel called to like take ayahuasca and all those things. And I'm like, you better make sure you have a really good fucking teacher, because again, thin line, thin line. And also our ancestral gifts are meant to also be used in community. Like, they're meant for community. They're not meant for one person to have all the power. That's like an imbalance. That's toxic masculinity. Like, we're supposed to be in community so you feel safe and you all can work together. but it's like you have to pay attention to these things. Like it's like I don't have words for it. Like I wish I could say it in another language, because it's so appropriated now that like people are just making, even when I go on the fucking, like, if I look at Mind Valley and I hear those people talk, sometimes it makes me so upset, because there's so many folks in there who are teaching about certain manifestation and all these practices, and I'm like, you are not helping people's mental health. Like, some of them are really good and some of them are not. Some of them are not. And I just was like, you're reaching out to thousands, if not like over 1 million people, and you have no clue what you're talking about. Now there's thousands of, and maybe millions of people who are going out into the world toxic, like so toxic, and are going to be on the edge of insanity, because they're not going to know, because they don't have any ancestral practices, and they're not connected to their ancestors, and they're not connected to spirit, and they're not connected to earth. Like, people want to receive downloads but not anchor into anything. I'm like, homie, that's like standing in the middle of a like thunderstorm with a fucking electric umbrella in a puddle, thinking you gonna survive. Like, no, you have to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what? You have no idea what you're doing. No idea what you're doing. I have chosen my legs. Also, this seems to be confirmation for everything Z is saying and what I'm typed out. Yeah, my brain wants to support me too. I'm so happy Z is my guide right now for this time. Oh, I'm so happy, Elle. I'm really excited. I love doing this stuff. Like, I live it. I love it. I love teaching about it. I want to help everybody. Taking over Mind Valley. Like, never again. Like, also, the people in Costa Rica are not so happy with some people there. I'm very grateful for Z and y'all. Yeah, y'all are amazing. All of you are amazing. Hugs. I used to get obsessed about being psychic as a kid. I love, probably because you were freaking psychic. I just heard a message. It's okay if you feel silly with spiritual practices at first and anything related to it. You can respect it and not take it super seriously, and it will integrate. Yeah. There's like a time and a place, right? Like, there's the type of spirituality and practices where you don't have to be hard on yourself, but then there's also learning cultural practices where you do have to have the seriousness, right? Because, like, especially how there's many different people in this group who present many different ways, and so culture is going to play a role in this. Like, it always plays a role, because of how the world is made up. But like, yeah, like, definitely don't take it hard. Like, have fun. You're supposed to have fun, but there also is a seriousness that comes with navigating spirituality with ethics. And I'm an ethics teacher. And so without the ethics, like, I can't willingly teach people without ethics and spirituality and allow you to go back into the world. Like, I will not. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't directed to you, but like, I can't do it, right? Like, because there's a time and a place. There's always a time and a place, but definitely like have fun and all those things, but know what practices are going to come towards you and all the things, and whether or not it's right for you. Like, there's like a balance, right? And then whether or not you're going to offer it to somebody else, and then that comes into play. I love that. Yay. Respect it for sure. Because I'm answering. I'd never take psychedelics alone. Last year I wanted to take them, but I was nervous because we used to trip me up, but I've been expanding. So with right guide, I'd consider. Yeah, I mean, I personally, the larger your gifts get, the least you should have psychedelics. You don't need them. Psychedelics are usually, okay, crack. So psychedelics, I did a lot of research on papers on all sorts of things. Historically, psychedelics have been used as a way to appropriate spirituality within the white community. So sometimes psychedelics are not going to be advantageous for your spirituality. It is a band-aid for your inability to heal yourself sometimes. And then there is the healing with plant medicine, where there's folks like shamans like myself who will journey with ayahuasca if it's your time to do it, right? If it's a part of your path, if the plant itself tells you you need to, right? Like it doesn't ever come from you. um the further on in your spirituality and the wider your gifts get, again, if anybody were to take psychedelics and being a seer, you're more likely to lose your reality on life, because you are shifting so heavily out of reality that I have to like teach all of you how to stay in this world organically. So taking something that distorts the way you literally see the world is going to mess with you so bad. The only thing I usually recommend for folks when they journey is like maybe mushrooms if it calls to them, because at that point your energy should be so, if you were being so disciplined within More Than Worthy for 6 months and detoxing the way I usually have people do it, food itself, you're gonna feel you're gonna feel and already like expand your energy even more. And drinking cacao and getting visions and all this, like you like there's no purpose for psychedelics really anymore. Like it was always historically used within a certain population of people as a way for them to experience highs, because like to be honest they couldn't create it themselves. And then there's like other research where sometimes it actually helps people in all those things, but I feel like as it merges with spirituality, it historically has been used to appropriate things about cultures that it's not meant to be there. The whole point of bliss and enlightenment and expansion and following your guides is to be one with the universe. If you are one with the universe, what is the function of a psychedelic? There is no function, because you are the universe. People take psychedelics so they can experience oneness with the universe. It's the most ridiculous thing. It's not towards you, but I'm saying like this is what people do. Like they literally are like, I want to be one with the universe and I want to feel like psych, and I want to like, well, gee, if you just were a better person, you could merge with the universe instead of messing up your brain. Go figure. You know what I mean? Not again, not directed towards you, but these are just thoughts. And how I feel as a teacher of ethics, spirituality, and activism. I definitely respect all to tell my ego it's okay if I feel silly at the same time. Yeah. I have said to myself and God last night that I have expected you as my mentor and plan to learn everything I can from you. Oh, Shay, Kevin. Yeah, we're definitely must be star family or something. I feel like, because I feel like I felt you coming for a really long time. Oh my God, G, I feel the same fucking way. I've had the same combo passionately. Yeah. Yeah, those Mind Valley commercials and that guy annoy me. I like Vision is an amazing teacher, but I feel like I hope that they can keep up with the rate that they are growing ethically. And there's a part of me that feels like they may not be able to do it very soon. Because like just the like even being in Costa Rica and talking with the people in Costa Rica about what's her name having all that land there, and then seeing her in indigenous paint and all this stuff, like there's some interesting energy around that space. Like I think they will be successful, but I also feel like there's going to be other spiritual teachers and other goddesses who are going to be guiding, who are actually indigenous, guiding and being blessed in many ways to help more people. I'm like, I'm like, you're leaving so many fucking people high and dry. Some haven't even made it past fucking step 2 and they are stuck and sent home in the stuckness. Yeah, exactly. I follow none of those people. My spirit is definitely sending me in the right directions. High key ethics is important. Ethics, yes. Never heard any other one of those fields speak about this. We need to expose, yes, not the knuckles crack. I'm being told that with a clear vessel it's easier to communicate. And yes, absolutely, Elle. And get clear messages too. It'll make life easier too. And ethics are definitely important for sure. 10,000%. And you're going to be an amazing teacher. That part, if it calls you. Yeah, the plants have to call. People think that, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like go to this retreat. It's like, nah, bruh. No. Did the plant ask you? Like, and that's why sometimes I'm like, I feel like you're tripping out right now because you misused the plant and you have misused energy inside of you. Because plants only highlight what's wrong with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I definitely don't think psychedelics were part of my journey to get here. I had to quit smoking weed too. I'm very sensitive to substance. Yeah, the stronger your spirituality is, the more sensitive you're going to be to everything you eat and ingest. And like, when my gifts just exploded, I hadn't smoked weed for a really long time and I decided to smoke a little. And it was like, I had a hard time coming back into my body. And I was like, never, no. I was like, get the fuck away from me. Mushrooms are the only thing that I'll take, but very seldom. Yeah, super. I don't really have them at all. Unless the ancestors are like, you need a dose of mycelium today. And I'm like, okay, but that's rare. My ancestors, like, they're very much so like cacao every day, like Mother Earth every day. Every few years. Yeah. Z, you have been and continue to be key to my spiritual journey. Thank you. I love how you explain everything in detail and caution and encourage me along the. Oh, yeah, you're so sweet. I just like, I care about people, and I feel like there's a lot of spiritual spaces that don't care about people. They just care about the money, and because they're profiting off of people coming to them and saying like, oh, I want to be able to manifest this. And a long time ago, I remember being on Mind Valley, and there was like a program in there that really helped me. Honestly, I feel like the one program in there that I love is one of the Japanese ones, but they're just talking about Japanese culture and money and all these things. So it's like very realistic, and they're they talk about generational healing in their program. And so like I just, it's borderline. Like, I'm like, where are you swinging right now on this karmic wheel? Because I hear it starting to slow down, like just a little bit, but you never know, because once people are obsessed with manifestation, like they'll give anything, to manifest like their biggest dreams. And like my coach the other day was like talking about manifestation, and he was like, I know that like only a tiny percentage of you are actually going to take my advice and like do the work and all these things. He was like, the rest of you will manifest nothing. Like, I was like, this is why I love you, like, because you're amazing, because he's honest. But it's like, that's the truth. Like, people will just dump money in because they believe in manifestation, but like they have to also choose to do the work, and a lot of people don't want to do the work. And that's what happens in that app. I'm going to head out. Good night. We hope to see you tomorrow. I should probably go too. That makes sense about psychedelics. I'm no longer under the sleep spell. Yeah, as I like to say, LLS, I've been feeling 5D consciousness slowly and ready to live in the new energy. Yeah, just have so much fun and enjoy it. Your life is already so magical. You don't need anything. For sure. Oh, yay. See you tomorrow. Oh my gosh, everyone here is magical. They really are. Everyone's awesome. This is a great space. And again, we're doing money manifestation tomorrow, and generational healing around money wounds and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to be there, yes, I wrote that down today, that I am teaching others. That is what us fairy guides do. Fairies. I love me some fairies. Yes, we're here to sprinkle the fairy magic with all of our tools and funness. I get serious. Couch lock, smoking weed now. I hate it. You should not be smoking weed, Kevin. Alcohol is a welcome sign for all spiritual attacks. Why are you smoking weed, Kevin? That'll fuck up your emotions. Can you come off that? Have you been in any of the calls when we've talked about weed or Z School for the Gifted? Okay, you don't smoke it. Okay, okay. I was like, Kevin, meet me in Discord in 5 minutes. Just like, we're gonna work this out. The anxiety is fucking insane. Yeah, you can't have it anymore. Hey, fellow fairy. Yeah, Christina, there's a bunch of fucking fairies in here. I could barely handle my everyday when I was sober, like crying all the time in the bathroom and stuff. So don't need a weed for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, I learned that with my body. I can't remember which one it was, like sativa and indica. Like, one of them makes you more happy, the other one makes you sad. It actually did the opposite for me. Also, I was allergic, but a lot of people think that they're high, but they may actually be allergic because of the way like weed is alchemized in the body. It kind of masquerades, and people don't realize that they're actually experiencing inflammation. All these things, they think they're high, but it's not. They're too high to notice that they're actually allergic. But yeah, like the one that was supposed to make you happy made me sad, and the one that made me like sad made me happy. And people like never believed me all the time. And I would go in there and I was like, no, I need the opposite. And they were like, seriously? And I was like, I don't know what happens to my body. I shouldn't even be here. I was like, I'm out of here. Have a blessed and restful night. Sleep beautiful. Good night. Good night. I was allergic to weed because my eyes got swollen before from it. I went to sleep. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Also, like weed and all these things, these are plant allies. These are plant allies. They're very sacred and need to have like ceremony with them and like all sorts of things. Like it should have never been commercialized. Again, that is a sign of appropriation and colonization, the way it's been massively produced and sold into all these fun things. I mean, New Orleans, everywhere, laced with fentanyl. Like, it's like the things that are going on with plant allies and all these things, like we're so far away from like where we need to be in terms of educating ourselves on cultural practices, that like I just, anytime I see people smoking weed that's out of like ceremony and stuff, it just does not, like my brain can't comprehend it anymore, like because of all the work I've done. And like I'm sure all of you will start to feel the same way about many things, because you're, as you say, you know, coming out of the matrix or out of the matrix, but you're going to see even like the person that you are this year is going to be extremely different than who you're going to be next year. And you're going to be like, damn, I was still in it, you know? Like, so like the more we use things outside of their original intention, like makes it so much harder for people to ascend and be happy. Almost dated a stoner. I knew he was an addict and was coping with life, taking 10 dabs a day. I knew I wasn't supposed to save him. Yeah. I'm glad that you were able to make your way out of that situation. Definitely. Yeah, I used to date someone, actually two people. I used to date someone and he like heavily relied on weed and like all sorts of stuff for his creativity. And that's how I kind of got into it, because I like didn't really smoke weed. And then every once in a while I would go to ceremony with my friends, and that's when we used it sometimes. And then I would use it every once in a while if I had like cramps, before I learned how to heal myself naturally, like heal my dysmenorrhea and all that stuff. And then the partner after that didn't use it as much. They were toxic in different ways. But yeah, like I was like, I'm done with this crap. I was like, it's not even the plant's fault. But like after a while, when people are mass producing something, like it's so tainted with all this just disgusting energy, disgusting. And then it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like the intention behind it is so toxic. It's so toxic. And it, like that, then people go ingest it to put like a band-aid on the actual healing that needs to be done. It's just fucked up. Like it's like, I, I. And use coke more and more shrooms. So I'm like, oh boy, oh no. Wanted to be as addicted as him. I was like, oh no, I knew it wasn't right. I'm glad that you were able to get out and like still hold your own, you know, that's really important. It's not easy to do. I'm glad you did that. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. I hate that K2 is legal on the streets. 2012, I was disconnected from this realm for a week, thinking my friend was smoking regular ass weed. I took 2 pulls, came out of my body, and saved my. Yeah. It's like, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done socially. Like, socially. I mean, I don't even feel right sometimes using the word spiritual because nobody fucking uses it correctly. Nobody uses it correctly. Nobody knows what the hell they're talking about. Everyone's got some distorted ass view because of colonialism. And it's weird. They're like, there's a big portion of the world that is extremely traumatized and egotistical, stuck in hermit mode, and still don't know how to function in the world and actively do their generational healing. They don't understand that their healing is lifelong. So many times I've had that conversation with people. They're like, oh, like when I was on my healing journey, and I was like, you are still smoking crack. I'm so glad you're here. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad a spirit sent you to me, because we're going to have a talk about what you just said, because you're always healing and you always will be. And I'm not letting you leave this space until you understand that. Usually if they're like, you know, super offended, they'll leave, but at least the seed was planted. The seed was planted. But it's like, you like, healing is forever. You either get good at healing and get good at feeling uncomfortable and still love yourself and still love people around you, or you just you're just lonely all the time, never receiving what you want. Never receiving what you want. It's the most, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you can either accept the fact that you are not perfect and you will be healing your entire life because energy is constantly changing, which means you are constantly changing, and you can actually start manifesting as the person that you are today and love yourself wholly, or you can sit in your dirty poo bucket and wait for life. Like, who wants to live that way? I don't. You know what I mean? Able to save my life because I seen a memory that I could see from when I was 2 years old about poison, and my brother told me about it. Wow. Wait, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Certainly forever facts. Like, I just like, and it's the same thing in like dating space, because that's been coming up a lot. You know, like either you understand that you deserve love, or you will never receive it. Like, that's the premise. That is the premise. And then once you can accept that, you begin receiving it in massive amounts. Like, it comes so easily to you after that. But people are so like, yes, you need to do your healing, but also you are worthy of love. And that's probably your biggest hurdle. to probably your biggest hurdle. And understanding that there are people out there who are likely going to understand that you are healing and they're healing, and that you could like coexist in the same space and have healthy communication. Like we were just talking about this in the art of love and magnetism, because people are manifesting their partners, but they're made for each other. And so they're having these like very beautiful and sometimes rough conversations around, I don't know what to do, because we're actually supporting each other, even though in the past, like I would have broken up already. It's like, it's possible. It's possible. But healing is ongoing. You're not going to perfect it in 2 seconds. You can't live like that. Yes, 100% on healing. I'm gonna go in a couple of minutes. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Yes, I can't wait to see you all. I should go too in like 2 minutes for the overseeing of money and love. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I've done a lot of preaching tonight, but I feel really good about it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was helpful. I just get on here and like talk about it. It falls under the theme, actually, when I look at it, turning pain into power, alchemizing what holds you back. We talked about all the topics. We talked about alchemizing weed, plant allies, traveling, sex, punanis, like all sorts of shit. Deities to help you, like getting rid of appropriation, understanding what the ethics are of spirituality. Like I love this space. I received that. No more, no more raisins, more love, more certain, more certainly. Y'all are sweet. Y'all are sweet. This has been so much fun. Again, I hope you can all join tomorrow. We're doing a journey, and you can come ask your questions. The community is there, and I'm going to be giving you some journal prompts that you can also take home during this 828 portal. And then again, you have access to the private group for Z School for the Gifted, where a lot of folks who are in here communicate with each other, and we do all the things, and I will update you faster than the general public. But also just great to be around Soul Tribe who are all on the same page. But I too am going to head out. I need to do a little bit more work, and then I'm going to go to sleep. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to be live tomorrow for Mastering Magic Thursday. So I'll be live earlier in the day. And I cannot wait to talk to everyone. Hello, we are royalty. We're heading out. Good night, y'all. I'm going to check it out. Yes, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you all. Oh my gosh, I missed you. Yeah, I'm heading out. I'm heading out, Victoria. Good night, everyone. Good night, Elle.